Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today looking at some French craft beer. Not a country I drink beer from a lot at all. Mainly because we don't really get any French beer here other than Kronenbourg, which is not even made here, or made in France. It's contract brewed, or maybe owned by Carlsberg now and brewed in Copenhagen. So, whatever. But my subscriber Gerard was kind enough to send a package with some French beer. So thanks a lot to Gerard for the beer. Last year I reviewed a good amount of French craft beers that he also sent along with a web shop down there in France. So thanks a ton, dude. It's cool that craft beer is everywhere, you know, but often the times you don't tend to hear of craft beer from places like France, for example, or maybe Bulgaria, or like some just countries where a lot of the breweries, they don't, you know, use English. They use their native language. I think often that's why a lot of people maybe overlook them. Like if you get a label and you're there, it's pretty much everything you can judge it by unless you speak French is, you know, the label, the design. But it's cool. I love it. It's so awesome that craft beer is spreading all over, and it's cool to see what countries got in the game of craft beer. Because of all of you guys who are so kind enough to pass on beer when I meet you at festivals or send them and whatnot. So thanks a ton, Gerard. You're a real dude. And he was very kind to, of course, send me info in English so I know what this is about. So this is from St. George's Micro-Brasserie in France. It's based in Brittany, and it's a brewery that mostly makes, according to Gerard, more traditional kind of beers and German style beers. They're not as crazy experimental and whatnot, but they're 100% organic, and they are doing these more traditional styles really well. So this is their Scotch Ale, simply called St. George Scotch Ale, and it's a organic peated Scotch Ale on 6%. And I do really enjoy Scotch Ale. It's been a while since well, actually, no, it hasn't. I think I had a Scotch/Wee Heavy not too long ago by the brewery, but should be interesting. So we got the St. George's Scotch Ale poured, and well, it looks like a Scotch Ale in the glass. It pours a lightly hazy copper, slightly burnt rust orange kind of color to it. Beige head. Let's check out the aroma. Ah, lots of peat. If you don't like peat, you will not like this beer. Like lots of peated malt and sweet, like raisiny and fig. You know, it's almost like raisin bread. Dark fruits. It's got the caramel toffee notes. It actually smells like a really dead-on Scotch Ale, but then with that extra layer of nuances because of the smoked malt, or the peated malt. Maybe a hint of like a light, freshly baked bread or something as well. Smells pretty nice. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, and thanks a ton to Gerard for the beer. That's actually got a lot of flavor for 6%. It's fairly high, but again, if this was like 7 or 8, like some Scotch Ales are, you'd expect, you know, loads of flavor. But it's got great drinkability, lots of flavor. The peat is more intense on the nose. I said if you don't like peat, you won't like this one. I think you will on the flavor, because the flavor is a little bit more balanced. There's definitely that sharp peat nuance, especially up front. But the aftertaste is right now, it's like lingering with a nice kind of caramel toffee fudge flavor. Nice chewy mouthfeel as well, like silky. It's got the caramel, it's got the toffee notes, some kind of dark fruitiness, but it's more caramel and toffee, almost like the top of a creme brulee. That kind of, it's got a bit of a residual sugary flavor to it. Nice soft carbonation, lots of doughy breadiness and like freshly baked brown bread. This is a dead-on Scotch Ale. This is a straight 90. This is really nice. Not anything I'm jumping for joy over, but I can see what he says with a brewery that just makes, you know, really nice, well-made, more traditional beers. So, if you guys get the chance to try the St. George's Scotch Ale from the St. George's Micro-Brasserie in France, in Brittany, definitely check it out. I'm not sure if you can find this on online shops or anything, but check out, I think it's called Chez Along. I think they have French craft beer on there if you want to check it out. So, as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and Twitter and Instagram, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And thanks so much to Gerard for the beer. I want to say cheers. See you guys in another beer review.